Hey guys, hey, my name is Justin Short with Remax One, and today we're gonna go over the cost of living here in Murrieta, California. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey guys, hey again, my name is Justin Short and I'm a realtor and team leader here at the Short Real Estate team here at Remax One in Murrieta, California. So I wanted to create this video and just talk about the cost of living here in Murrieta, California. So the first thing that we want to talk about, because it's really going to help dictate, the overall cost, is going to be the real estate side, is going to be the housing market, right? So we'll talk about owning and then renting. So right now, the average home in the city of Murrieta is selling for $550,000. So that's the average home in the city of Murrieta. So we're Southern California, obviously. That's quite a bit higher than the average price home in the US. The average price home in the US is only $285,000. So I guess that's just about double, really, for what the average home in the US is going to cost versus what it's going to cost here in Murrieta. So it's a pretty big increase. Obviously, people know California is a little bit more expensive than other parts of the state, so I think some of that is a given. However, it's important to note that one of the reasons our area is so desirable, it is a lot less expensive than other parts of Southern California. So Murrieta, we're in South Riverside County, right? You also have San Diego County, Orange County, LA County, that are surrounding us. Those are obviously going to be a lot more expensive. So our area is really, it's a big bedroom community. So a lot of people will live here and they do commute out for work. They commute to San Diego, they commute to Orange County, they commute to LA, less now because of COVID, so more people can work from home, right? So that's a plus for those people. But in general, people that live here and commute out is really what's most common. But the reason for that is the cost of living, right? So real estate prices here in Murrieta get about $550 compared to San Diego County. The average home in San Diego County is $675,000. So that's about $125,000 more. And that's a smaller home too. So that's a smaller home, less bedrooms, less square footage for good amount more money. Orange County is going to be even more than that. Orange County is $782,000, and then LA is $768,000. So those are big jumps. You can see there's a couple $100,000 swings there, and that's why people prefer to live here in kind of the Murrieta Temecula Valley. It's just more affordable. In their bigger homes, you can get more for your money, all that good stuff. So compared on a national level, yes, we're going to be higher. We are Southern California, but compared to surrounding areas, quite a bit lower. So that's going to be part of the big draw. Also, that's going to be passed on when people are renting. So if you've been paying attention at all to the rental market, especially over the last 24 months, 28 months, the rental prices have gone up pretty high. So right now, a lot of people, they're paying more for rent than they would be able to pay on a mortgage. So the trick is usually got to have some sort of a down payment to get into a mortgage, right? But that monthly payment tends to be higher for sure. So we pulled some averages. So the average 3-bedroom home right now, so this is single family, not a condo or an apartment, anything like that. The average 3-bedroom is renting for $2,250 per month, and then the average 4-bedroom is renting for about $2,600 per month. So, and that's on average. So there's definitely areas that are going to be more expensive, a little more upscale, and there's definitely going to be areas that are a little bit less expensive, that are going to be a little more affordable too. So that's a good average for you. Also, if you branch out some of the surrounding towns, so Temecula is actually a little bit more, but then you also have like Menifee, Wildomar, Winchester, Lake Elsinore, those all tend to be a little bit less expensive too. So depending what area you're going to end up in, that can help your cost of living as well. So obviously rent is going to be a big portion of most people's income expense. So we wanted to make sure we mentioned that. But then you also have some different averages we want to talk about. So the average cost of utilities here locally. So the average cost is about $230 per month for your utilities. So that's going to be your gas, electric, trash, and water. I ran out of fingers. Gas, electric, trash, and water. So you'll see that. It does not include internet. So the average internet bill around here is about $60 per month. So know that. Kind of factor that in. And then, a commute. So we talked about this is definitely a big bedroom community. A lot of people live here and commute out, right? So because of that, you're going to have some pretty decent gas bills that most people are going to have if you are making that drive. So right now, the average gas per gallon is $3.17 per gallon. So maybe higher compared to some other areas if you were out of state. If you're coming from Idaho or Arizona or somewhere in the Midwest, they're gonna have some lower gas. So something to pay attention to. The average cost to eat at a restaurant is going to be a little bit higher maybe than what some others are. So the average cost is about $60. Then you have your grocery expenses. They track that nationally, and really our area is very, very average for the country. No real added cost there. Very, very consistent. And then income taxes. So we have the sunshine tax, right? Most people have heard of that. So California does have a state income tax, so that's about 13%. So if you're coming from a state with no income tax, that's going to be a change, right? So that is an added cost. But obviously, we get to live in Southern California, we get great weather. It's just kind of part of being here. Most people, I think, are pretty used to that. But something to point out if you're looking at different areas, and make sure something you got to factor in to know. So, so overall cost of living in Murrieta compared to the rest of the U.S. is going to be it's going to be a little bit higher than the rest of the U.S., but throughout California, the average cost of living in California at Murrieta is actually a little bit lower. And it's a nice area, it's newer, nice schools, nice community, so I think you really get a lot for your money there. And then the average median income for the city of Murrieta is $75,000. So that's something to point out. Make sure you know kind of what to expect, and compare that to maybe where you're living now currently. So, and then what we'll do is we'll pull up a map here, and we'll kind of point around some different areas and kind of show you. Hopefully that'll port over on your screen, and you'll be able to take a look at that and kind of point out some of the differences. But when you were looking at average cost of living, right? We are in Murrieta, California. Right, so that is South Riverside County, right? So you can see hopefully where we're at there on the map. And so the more south you go in Riverside County, the higher your cost of living is. So you have Temecula is the most south. And then from there, the next town up, it's Murrieta. So it's a little bit a little bit less expensive. And then from there, the more you go out, it tends to go a little bit less from there. So you have north is City of Wildemar, northeast is going to be the City of Menifee, a little more east is going to be the City of Winchester. You also have Lake Elsinore, which is even a little bit more north from there. And those are all going to be a little bit less expensive than what's more south. So Temecula is the highest, then Murrieta, and then kind of goes down from there. So if you are thinking Murrieta sounds to me a little bit too expensive for you, there are other towns here locally, other cities here locally that may be a good fit for you. So just something to pay attention to, and it's something for us to discuss as we're deciding what might be the best place for you. So, all right, guys, hopefully that helps you. Again, I am a local real estate agent, and if you are thinking about moving here to the Murrieta, Temecula area, of course, I would absolutely love to help. If you are concerned about cost of living and what it's going to be in different areas, I can definitely help you through that. And, if you are concerned about really maybe what would be the right area for you as far as cost, as far as amenities, size of home, pricing, how close you are to downtown, all these different things, close to shopping, close to schools, whatever is important to you, we can talk about that, make sure we find the right fit. Again, you can feel free to reach out anytime. I would love to help. You can feel free to call, text, or email. You see my information there. And hopefully the video was helpful, and we'd love to talk to you more down the line. Cool. Thanks, guys.